Jets fans, sit down, take a deep breath, and get ready, because what Aaron Glenn said today directly touches the present and future of the franchise. It wasn't just a pre-game press conference. It was almost an X-ray of what is to come and how the organization is seeing the most important position in the sport. The week had already started tense because of the duel against the Baltimore Ravens, but this morning's press conference exploded behind the scenes of Florham Park. Glenn talked about facing Lamar Jackson, about the challenges of stopping the most dynamic attack in the NFL, and, in addition, answered the question that no one had the courage to ask directly, but that everyone was thinking, can Lamar Jackson be the future quarterback of the Jets? But before we get into it, if you're a die-hard Jets fan, make sure you're subscribed to Jetstream News. We're your go-to source for daily engaging content on all things. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers this offseason by hitting that subscribe button now. Welcome to the Jetstream News Channel, your New York Jets news channel. Here you will find fresh news, and to follow everything, don't forget to subscribe. Today, only 20.2% are subscribed to our channel. Help us by sharing so that the news reaches many more people. Let's go to today's news. Yes, Glenn talked about it. Not in a gaping way, but it left enough signs to set fire to any analysis room. Let's unravel everything, calmly, methodically, and with the precision you already know here at Jetstream News. The climate in the Jets' CT is not of despair, but it is of transition. Tyrod Taylor took command of the attack, and the truth is that the veteran brought stability, maturity, and a kind of leadership that was missing. Taylor is not the future, and Glenn knows that. The board knows that, the fans also know. Therefore, each sentence said in the press conference gained double weight. Glenn started talking about the obvious. Facing Lamar Jackson is never simple. He called the Ravens quarterback a multiple weapon, a constant threat, and one of the most difficult players to study. But then came the good part. He talked about his admiration for Lamar's style of play. He talked about the impact that a QB of this level causes in a locker room. He talked about how players like that change a franchise. What's up, my friend? The weather has changed. No NFL coach openly comments on another quarterback if there is no intention behind it. Glenn highlighted, for example, the importance of building around an elite quarterback, even when it requires sacrifices in the cast and draft. His phrase, "When you have a quarterback who changes games, you adapt the entire team to him. Identity is born there." Jets fans, this is not random. When you observe the context, instability in position, Taylor holding only the short term, Jets scouts evaluating college QBs, growing rumors about radical changes in the offseason, Glenn was sending a message. The Jets go after a franchise quarterback. Whether it will be in the draft or in a gigantic movement, it is still open. But the message is clear. It will happen. Meanwhile, the immediate focus is the Ravens. Glenn talked a lot about the defensive plan, and here comes an important part of the script. He admitted that stopping Lamar Jackson requires absolute discipline from linebackers and instant reading of safeties. He also praised the Jets' front, which is still the backbone of the team. Jermaine Johnson has been evolving, Maisie Smith has been gaining solidity, and Quincy Williams remains the defense metronome, that guy who dictates intensity. For Glenn, this game is not just another confrontation. It's a psychological test. It's a structural test. It's an identity test. And if the Jets want to sell the idea that they are building a real future, facing Lamar Jackson now is the perfect laboratory. Another interesting point of the press conference was when Glenn talked about development. He commented on how the franchise has observed young QBs and how there is an internal training plan, even if the fans do not see it on a daily basis. He mentioned mental study, reading progression, understanding of blitzes, efficiency in training, and pace of installation of the playbook. None of this was said for nothing. The subliminar message is simple. The Jets are preparing ground for those who will arrive. And his final sentence on the subject was almost poetic. A young quarterback needs protection, structure, and patience. And he needs an environment that believes in him from the first snap. This sounds much more like a statement of the future than a technical comment. The future goes through two possible roads. One, draft 2026, where the Jets may have enough capital to climb to the top. Two, an aggressive move in the offseason if an elite quarterback is available. Lamar Jackson? Just the fact that Glenn doesn't rule out the subject is already revealing. The Jets are analyzing everything. Nothing is off the table. And the franchise no longer wants to survive year after year. It wants to build. Tyrod Taylor is the pilot of the present. But the pilot of the future, that's the question Glenn left perfectly open. Jets fans, the week started great. Baltimore will expose everything that works and everything that doesn't work on the team, and Aaron Glenn knows that. What he said today was not empty speech. It was a map, a clue, a real north where the franchise wants to go. The future of the quarterback position is open, and for the first time in a long time, it seems that there is a clear strategic and direct plan. I want to know about you. Was Glenn sending indirect? Would Lamar be an impossible dream? Or should the focus be on the draft? And Tyrod, how far can he take this team? See you in the comments, and in the next videos, because this story is just beginning. Jets fans, get ready. And as always, go for it, Jets. Thanks for watching.